everyone, and welcome back to Outer Wilds. This is episode 6. Last time, more secrets were discovered. We did the quantum knowledge tower from Brittle Hollow. We then ended up getting thrown into Dark Bramble, where we discovered Feldspar, and we went and explored underneath Timber Hearth and found some really interesting secrets and information down there as well. So it's quite a information lore heavy episode, and today it's like where do we go? I don't know. We will see. But we're gonna basically pick a destination and run with it. We still haven't gone to the Ash Twin yet. We got the Ash Twin project because we finally got a projection stone for Ash Twin, and we had a look, and it's like the room, like the core of that project is sort of what we see every time the loop resets. So the central chamber inside Ash Twin was physically sealed off by an immensely thick protective shell, and then the mine mined ore from this site to craft a protective shell designed to physically seal off the central chamber inside Ash Twin. Now, something that I want to just bring to light and mention is with this ship log, basically it clarifies things for us in this thing that we already kind of know and can put together, and that's kind of the reason why I haven't read every single text in this log, is because it's almost just recapping what we just explored and spoke about. You know what I mean? Like, I have a look at this within the same episode anyway. I have a look at this and I go, cool, this is all of the sort of conclusions that we reached, you know? So it doesn't feel hugely necessary unless it says there's more to explore here, and then I'm like, cool, that'll give me my recap on what we have explored and what I still have yet to discover. But I like that it's all here in case you need to refresh your memory on things. When you like revisit some question marks, you're like, okay, cool, where were we, what were we doing, cool. And I like that it's all sort of captured and recorded that way, but it never feels necessary that whenever a new one pops up I need to look at it and go, fuck, what was it, because I know what we went through together, you know what I mean? So we got the radio tower, which is a new branch in this as well. A radio tower designed to receive photos taken by the deep space satellite. There are several photos of the entire solar system hanging on the walls. Hornfels noticed something strange in one of the photos, but concluded equipment malfunction was the only sensible explanation. So last time I kind of made a mistake in understanding velocity. And I've been kind of adjusting to spaceflight, you know, because you're not going to be the biggest expert at spaceflight immediately, you know, when you get into things. Like, obviously you can see the speed that we're going a second, and I've been aware since almost the beginning that the arrows are about the sort of velocity and like where we are in position to it, because you see when you obviously match the velocity, the arrows disappear. I've just always been aware of it. I didn't think it was worth mentioning, but apparently people think I don't know. I'm just struggling obviously with realizing my speed, but I've been improving and realizing that obviously I'm overshooting everything ridiculously because I am responsible for slowing myself down. Like right now we're getting real close and I'm going very, very fast. But we're heading back to this satellite, and yeah, I'll engage the autopilot because everyone's obsessed with the autopilot. So we'll do that. So it does everything for us instead of us manually learning how to do it, and therefore getting better at it. We'll just rely on the autopilot. I'll hydrate myself. Do a bit of hydration while I just let this ship do everything for me. Now, with this is the deep space radio. Now, let's try to get super close without destroying the satellite this time and crashing into it, because That's not very smart, is it? There's an audio log there. So there you go. So I'm just doing this to follow up on what happened last time, because we already went to check this out. All right. So now that I haven't destroyed it, I can check this out. Gabbro here, checking in on the Deep Space Satellite's ground control request to check out a possible equipment problem. See, Hornfells, I do too work. You know, I wouldn't mind being a satellite. It's peaceful out here, among the distant stars and the soft, velvety darkness. Bet it's awfully nice for naps too. Oh, and sorry, I've just realized I'm using my old webcam setup for my other games. Hold on, let me just switch to Outer Wilds. There we go. There we go. The orange. I don't want to cut out the text. There we go. I forgot that I adjust it for different games. There you go. I had it set to a previous one. I wouldn't mind being a satellite. It's peaceful out here, among the distant stars and the soft, velvety darkness. But it's awfully nice for naps too. All right, the lens. All right, little satellite. Let's see what the trouble is. Huh, everything looks a-okay, ground control. No dust or scratches on the lens, and no evidence of sparking or violent explosions. Guess that rules out an equipment malfunction after all. Hear that, pal? You're in great shape. Keep up the good work out here. Okay, so that photo that we saw with the astronaut was Gabbro, and then it looked like the third photo that was different, it was something in orbit of Timber Hearth besides the outer rock, I believe. I think that's what that photo had. It's cool that we get to see the satellite now without it being sparking and dangerous. So it's constantly at a degree of rotation. I'm assuming that's... I'm not sure if that is sort of... It's a degree of rotation, but I think it might be. We've got some tally marks on the electric thing. I don't know if that's showing how many times it's been visited or repeated. But there's a screen on both sides. And obviously we can just see this. Nice. Okay, deep space satellite. I'm sure that there is more to that. Does it update on the ship log at all? Now that we've visited it, it does not. Okay. I guess we'll potentially be on the lookout for something, unless it's sort of referring to the quantum moon in that photo. It must be referring to the quantum moon. Like it was there in one photo and it wasn't in the next. That kind of makes the most sense. They just happened to capture it while it was in orbit above Timber Hearth, I think. I would say that makes sense. I can't think of any reason why it wouldn't be that. But you never know if it was going to be, something different, you know? I think we'll go back to, there's a lot on Brittle Hollow, so I think we're going to go back to the Hanging City just for one section, which is that I want us to check out the Hanging City, that top section of it. Because we got our ship landing on there, but then you can't jump up in the air, otherwise you fall down. So we're going to try that again. Okay, another happy landing. Now, the Black Hole Forge is here, apparently. Now, as long as I don't jet back in the air and I stay on this path, I will not get flung up into oblivion. So we made it to the top. Probably in a strange way. Be cautious near the boarding area while the Black Hole Forge is in operation. Alright. And there's a stone. Will I won't get flung up into space if I stand here. Okay, we're good. Alright, I need a stone for these two. Just being careful of where I'm standing. Okay, so something to do with that thing all the way at the top there, which I assume is the Black Hole Forge. Beautiful, beautiful landing job there on the ship, I must say. This has some writing in it, but it's not active. I'm just taking it slow. So I believe wherever this comes from, you can get teleported to this location from somewhere. Because I think that's what these platforms are for. We're gonna go in this room here. Oh god, okay. Jesus. Alright, we're gonna do that. Exit to the surface. Oh, that's the broken lift. That'll take us all the way up to the top. I know exactly where that lift is, so we're gonna ignore the fuck out of that for now. I guess this is the other way in. This would be the other way in if you manage to successfully ascend through here, but we've just done it with the ship. And then more of the Black Hole Forge. Okay. I need to find a projection stone, and potentially the reason why it's been missed is we've kind of just taken the ship all the way to the, you know, all the way here. So funny how it rolls. Interesting. And is there a way for us to potentially activate or turn on the Black Hole Forge from here if it's not already on? Because it looks like it's this device up there. I don't know if the Black Hole Forge... Because black holes, they do what the fuck they want, so I don't know if it's already chilling because it's just kind of normal, or whether it's under the effects of the forge. But it says to be cautious near the boarding area while it's in operation, and so maybe this, I guess this is the boarding area. Should I just jetpack to it? I feel like this is kind of stupid. Yeah, I feel like that's very stupid. I didn't know whether it would, like, something would activate. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. I'm like, I don't know if something would activate if I, like, launch up towards it, something would happen. Only one way to find out, and that is to potentially crush yourself while doing so. Okay. That is not what that is. We'll figure it out. Alright. I figure what I'm actually going to try and do is we're going to try and take the hanging city from the top, and we're going to scale it from top to bottom, because I feel that out of all the areas that I've been in, this is the one that I haven't done properly. So I want to start at the school district, Meltwater, Ice Shrine, and Black Hole Forge, right? So I'm realizing that for some reason the Hanging City has just been a bit of a challenge for me to explore and navigate, and I've kind of brute forced it, and it doesn't help at all. I feel like I just need to go through it again a little bit more meticulously. And we'll see what we can find. Now, I believe we've been through the school district already, but I want to comb through it and make sure everything that I can discover has been discovered, you know what I mean? Okay. What's really cool, and something that I remember this area, something that I actually really like about the ghost matter is that you know when it's coming even without you know, it telling you and getting into the photo mode, because you can, this crystal growth is associated with the ghost matter. You start seeing this, and there will be the ghost matter nearby. Now, we've gone through this area before, because I specifically remember going over the ghost matter to go into this area. Because what I'm thinking for the most part is that in these other levels before you get to the Black Hole Forge, at the very top there might be something for us to, you know, hold on to or discover before we get to the top. Now, we have definitely done this before, because this is the exploration of festivals. We have read that before. Personally, it's the one thing that I wish we could have stay the same each time loop, if our like translator was like bound to our character. So like, you know, everything that our character learns through the translator stays, you know, because we've read this as well. It'd be really nice if, like, if you, instead of it saying untranslated, you know, it was just like already been translated sort of thing. The most minorest of nitpicks though. Like, I'm not that bothered, because I tend to be able to remember. I'm like, oh yeah, we've done that. So the ghost mat is there. We can drop down here. This activates the lift. I've been here before, because this was another scroll, and then we took this back to the classroom. Yeah, I remember taking this path, so I'm getting deja vu at all of this. So I think the school district I explored. The Meltwater one, I'm not sure, and then there's an Eye Shrine one also. So let's go up to those levels. Black Hole Forge controls. Okay, so the Meltwater district has the controls. There you go. So this is just a nice little lesson for me, of me coming across an area and being like, I should try and start at some sort of beginning, instead of going, oh, I wonder if we can just go here. And we just tried there, and then obviously nothing happens, and it's like kind of a waste of time. It's better to do it this way. So we found the Black Hole Forge controls. So I guess we'll just do that. Ah, okay, that brings it down. Okay. Oh, cool, there's something on the top. Okay, so it's now gone... Okay, so I guess now we can go into it? Is it an interior? Well, we've done something, we've brought it down. Cool. Okay. That's good to know. So, in that case... Oh, what? No, hang on, we've been here before. I just completely went past this room. That's pretty dumb of me, isn't it? Huh. I wonder how I missed this. Maybe I landed my ship here last time, and so I blocked off the access to this door, which is ironic, because that's what I needed. Okay. Huh. Because, yeah, we have 100% done this before. We've gotten 3 scrolls. We've read it all on here. I've done all of this. 1000%. Oh, that's silly. So I could have already found the Black Hole Forge controls. I wonder what happened in how I missed that. Either I just tunnel visioned and didn't see it, or I must have parked in front of the door, I feel. just trying to remember where this goes. Oh, I remember. I remember taking this path. This takes us out to that frozen lake area. Okay, so I remember that. Ooh. Should we, have I done this? Should I take the plunge? Ouch. Where are we? Ah, okay. Okay, that just takes us back down to the bottom. Cool. Alright, I specifically remember doing that, which is good. And then this is how we can go up to the next level. That is a shoddy parking job. But only the best from me. Now we go up to level 3, which has to do with the shrine. Did we check this? I'm glad that we decided to go through again. So we found the Black Hole Forge controls, and I think that solves my big old question mark of what the fuck? Yes, okay, we've also been in here. I remember this too. Okay. So we did these areas, and I was doing it. I just missed the Black Hole Forge controls, and that in turn is why I ended up just trying to like speed my way to the top, because I couldn't get there good, well enough via jetpack. Okay. Ooh. Have I done this? I imagine it must have been hard on Poke again. This in turn means I've made things difficult for her sister, Clary. If Poke and I are oil and water, Clary is our emulsifier. She certainly makes us a better team than I would mixing through shaking. Although sometimes I would like to shake Poke. Jokes aside, I suppose my own fear of never finding the eye prompted my argument with Poke. That would be immature of me. I should apologize, at least to Clary, who could then tell Poke. I don't think I've read that one before. This is a little tucked away room behind a wall. There you go. Oh shit. Okay. So now that we've brought the Black Hole Forge down, I still am at this weird sort of situation of trying to get up to the top without having to land my ship in the weirdest way ever. Because it's all shit. Because the wall's disconnected. Oh god. Yeah, I still find myself here again, struggling. Oh god. The music in the Hanging City is so beautiful too. It's like kind of haunting, but it's beautiful. Honestly, this is how I get to my this is how I get to the Black Hole Forge. In a not so graceful way, just have to let the ship correct itself, which it really doesn't like doing. It really doesn't like doing it. It's funny that I felt like our first landing attempt here was the best one, and every other one since has been questionable. There we go. Okay, Black Hole Forge is now here. So we've brought it down. And I'm assuming I can go into it. I can go into it. Here we go. Oh, I see. Oh, There's our projection stone. Nice. Okay. Cool. Alright, this is what we needed, baby. This is the second Namai statue that we've seen, right? Because the first one was the one that they recovered on Timber Hearth. Okay. This is clearly the... is this the Hanging City? And it's when the Hanging City aligns with another planet or moon or something? Regarding the warp towers on Ash Twin, does each tower have to be perfectly aligned with the center of the astral body to which it's tuned? Okay, so it's a warp tower. We don't need the alignment angle to be exact, it only needs to be within 5 degrees of the astral body's center. Of note, this gives us a slightly longer warp window. I imagine this window will last roughly several seconds. As such, any Namai stepping onto the warp platform during the active window will be immediately warped. We will need to be careful around the platform for the duration of the time it's active to avoid accidental transportation. I enjoy precision as much as the next Namai, but if, for example, a tower's base were to shift even slightly, that tower might no longer align with its astral body, okay? If the tower's base were to shift even slightly, which I think is hinting at the fact that the Brittle Hollow is... you could not build a successful warp tower on Brittle Hollow. More accurately, and I enjoy precision as much as the next Namai, provided the next Namai is not Poke. Love that. Okay. Warp towers. Gotcha. I'm like scared of this thing opening up at some point. Where am I taking the first black hole core, and where am I taking the remaining cores once they're ready? The white hole cores are for the warp receivers. Each of the 6 receivers are being constructed at different locations, so those deliveries will be a greater pain in your cervical spine. The tower designs in the high energy lab on Ember Twin reveal each receiver's location. Ask Yarrow, he is familiar with them. This is so funny of like just how much information we have read and gathered about Ash Twin, and we've just like this, like the last planet, because obviously I've just been trying to systematically go through existing planets before we just, you know, get overwhelmed and go everywhere. I've been trying to focus it. So Ash Twin's going to be great with everything else that we've discovered so far. Of all the warp towers, all of the warp towers are being constructed on Ash Twin, so the black hole cores will go there. So you can warp from Ash Twin to anywhere that there's a white hole receiver. My gratitude. In that case, Poke, Clary, I'm leaving for delivery. I'll send Yarrow your regards. Poke, I'll return to the Forge shortly. I'm going to catch up to Root and help them deliver the first core to Ash Twin, just to make sure Yarrow receives it. Of course you are. Okay, then take this out. Put that on the floor. Get this one. Of note, Yarrow believes he spotted a flaw in the warp tower designs, namely that one of the warp towers on Ash Twin will never activate because its warp receiver will never align overhead. Does your romantic interest think a warp tower's alignment point is its receiver? Does he not know that a warp tower always aligns with the center of its corresponding astral body? That isn't an unreasonable belief, given the receiver does have to be located on or in close orbit around the relevant astral body. I seem to recall that was your understanding of warp technology at first. No, Yarrow understands the distinction. He likely doesn't realize the Hourglass twins are so close together they function as a single astral body with a shared alignment point in between them. A shared alignment point in between them. Okay. I'm just wondering if there's a way that this statue could be activated or have its eyes opened or something, or if it only happens like, I don't know, once. So this is showing us the warp tower example being aligned, and that's when you can teleport. I'm not sure what this is on the outside. I'm not sure if we can actually get up onto it either, because I feel like as soon as we try and like launch up to it, we'll just be thrown into the hole because of gravity. So we're going to take this projection stone and put this on the wall outside. And then we'll put it in the projection thingy. I have good news, Yarrow. The advanced warp core is ready to be installed in the central chamber of Ash Twin. Advanced warp core. Oh no, it's the end times. No, it isn't. Is everything well at the forge? The core's durability could still be improved. I need more time. Ignore her, Yarrow. The core is finished, and if my sister tells you otherwise, then she will be finished as well. Oh, tension. Don't worry, love. Poker's only nervous. The core is extraordinary, and her design work is beautifully clever. I'm intrigued, love. Everyone here working on the Ash Twin project is excited to see it. Pi is beside herself with joy. Okay, quick, so I can finish this before we die. Project me somewhere. Is it going to be the central chamber or the warp tower? Oh, no, it's this again. Okay, so... Okay, interesting things to note. Oh, fuck, hang on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One's on its own, 2 are with pairs. Activated, activated, activated. Are these the receivers? Are these the warping thingies? I don't know. Potentially the warping thingies. Maybe. All I know is we're about to die. I'm just going to keep looking in this while the explosion happens. I want to see if anything happens in this room while the explosion takes place. Okay, it doesn't look like anything specifically changes in here. I don't know if the rotation is faster. I just wanted to see what would happen if I died while in a projection. There you go. And then here's this thingy. That was a good loop. That was a good loop. Right, I can cross the Hanging City off my list, I think. We'll check the ship log and we'll see if there's anything more to be discovered. But that felt very nice. I think it's about time that we check out Ash Twin. We've done a very extensive job on Brittle Hollow. We still have more to figure out on Giant's Deep, like in regards to the installation of electricity so we can get into the core. In terms of Timber Hearth, there's more here. There's the radio tower and some other things to find as well. Let's see what updates here. So Black Hole Forge. The Ash Twin project. Okay, wonderful. Now, the Hanging City. Okay, Hanging City's done, so there's no more to discover there. So I can remove that HUD marker. That's also one of my favorite aspects about this game, because there is so much to discover that it's saying there's more to discover here is beautiful. I love that. We know that we need the tower for the Quantum Moon to be on like the South Pole, the Quantum Shrine, and then it'll take us to its 6th secret location. Okay. God. I really am like absolutely in love with piecing all of this together, but it's just like at the same time we're all trying to I'm trying to wrap my head around what connects to what. There's more escape pods to find, there's anglerfish fossil, there's the vessel, which is that's something else in Dark Bramble, isn't it? The vessel is in Dark Bramble or consumed by it, and maybe that is what causes it to be larger on the inside. Who even knows? And this does not disappear. This exclamation mark kills me. More escape pods to find. Alright, Ash Twin Project it is. There's part of me that really wants to be able to land on this thing, but you can't even lock onto it. I'm wondering if there's a way that I can... Oh no, I'm getting sucked into the sun. Okay. I'm getting sucked into the sun. That's cool. That's fine. Just getting sucked into the sun, no worries. Not sure how to do that. So when you get to a certain point in the sun, you get absolutely sucked into it. But maybe you can time it enough that you can get pulled in to land on that land on that platform, but it doesn't seem like the easiest thing I'll ever do in my lifetime. Because it's very fucking close to the surface. If I just sit, I might be able to just sit at a level where we can not get fucking consumed. There you are, slowly just getting like... And you get to a point here where it just gets increasingly harder to match the velocity. Yep. As soon as you stop firing the rockets, I have to just hold it here, I think, myself. Because if I hold A to match velocity, as soon as it stops, it's just like, nope. Goodbye, cruel world. Are you supposed to be able to land on that? Should I eject myself from my ship and try and jetpack to it? I feel like that might even be even harder. I feel like that's a terrible idea. I have a feeling that there'd probably just be something that you'd end up being able to like warp to, right? Yeah, you can't lock onto it. So you can't match velocity or autopilot your way to the station itself. The station orbiting the sun. But it's something. Alright. We'll put a pin in that. We'll put a pin in that. Now, in terms of where we land on Ash Twin, no idea. No idea. Because there's two of them. This one doesn't look like there's much on it, so I'm going to land on this one first. That looks like just typically kind of like a structure. Okay. I'm on here. Is there someone playing? Ah, on there. Okay. Someone we haven't met yet. Where's that? 21,000 away. Oh, there's another sound on Dark Bramble that we have. Okay, there's another instrument on Dark Bramble. Huh, okay. Is that just like sucking shit up into its core? What? That's kind of fucked. Okay. God, it's so crazy to see how, because of how small this planet is, how quickly the orbiting happens because we're so close to the sun. Alright, I'm gonna head to South and North Pole and see what we got. Oh my fucking god, that's why it's called the Hourglass Twins. Holy shit. It's an hourglass. It's literally operating like an hourglass. The sand is draining from this one and going into the bottom, and it's revealing more on this surface as time passes. Holy shit. Okay, cool. Huh. That's fucking amazing. Okay. So something is happening here as the South Pole, as the sand of this planet is drained into the other. Right, the Hourglass Twins. That makes so much sense. I love this. Look at how fast you feel like you're zooming around the planet. Imagine being able to walk from North to South Pole. What the fuck? Okay, so there's one on each side. Interesting. An hourglass situation. Oh, it'll potentially be that. That we can see there. Looks like it's happening on the North and South Pole here. Like that comes out? Some sort of like... Almost, it looks like a satellite. A Nemai satellite. That's wild. There's a warp tower there. Cool. Alright, onto there we go then, in that case. Let's check it out. I don't know where to start, so we're just going to pick a spot. Actually, maybe I should look for the... Let's start with our instrument. Not feldspar. Oh, hang on. I see a ship as well, so... Alright, you're up there, and your ship is here. Nice. I will park in the same spot. Nice. Again, I just check every ship just to see. Okay, you've got something. Okay, we're going the long way around. So this man's camp. I feel like it would just be rude to... park on his small camp, so we'll just go around. That way we can see what the fuck this is. So this is slowly coming out of the... Oh shit. There's a scroll on the ground. And one of those thingies. And some writing. Okay. Okay then. Oh, hang on. Ah, and we've got a projection thing here as well. So this is an owl. That makes sense. So we've got an Ash Twin projection out here, but we've never experienced projecting to this spot before, only the central chamber. Oh, is he camped out on the North Pole? He's camped out on the North Pole. Nice. Chert! Chert and Chert's drums. And he's telescoping. I love the details of all the camps. Yum. Goodness, it's you. Hello. I take it your first launch went well then. Welcome to the Hourglass twins. Mind the sand now. What are you up to? One fellow's asked me to update our star charts, so I'm out here observing. This is one of the best places in the solar system to spot astronomical events, you know. What's weird is I've actually seen a couple of supernovae today. Supernovae? Usually I'd be fortunate to see just one. Keep an eye on four or four on the stars, and maybe you'll spot one yourself. Yeah, so that's something that we've discovered and seen in the distance as well, is there's a lot of supernovas taking place while we go through this. I found something. Please do tell. I found your notes about the Outer Rock's main crater. Did you? I hope they were useful. The planet I mentioned may have been frozen solid or just partially made of ice, like a much colder giant steep. It's hard to say. It used to be the 5th planet in our solar system. You'll notice, of course, that there's no such planet now. In its place is Dark Bramble, which, how to put this, grew into the space the 5th planet used to occupy. Right, so we've actually gone through Dark Bramble enough to reach a very icy part of it that I actually got confused at where I was. Like, where the fuck am I? So we were in, like, the remnants of the icy planet that was once there. That is, Dark Bramble quite literally appeared at the center of the 5th planet and began destroying it from the inside out. Eventually, the planet shattered completely, and its shards were flung across space. Some of these shards collided with the celestial bodies in our solar system, such as the Outer Rock, which I believe it is how its biggest crater was formed. Cool, we need to explore more of the Outer Rock as well. I've actually kind of forgotten about that poor little moon. I need to explore. Alright, we found our camp for church. Oh, I just saw the quantum moon and it disappeared. I like that you can see the quantum moon on the map. No, why did I do that? No. Alright. I have fallen. Alright, there are multiple chambers that seemingly go, I guess, further into this lovely place. Is that the quantum moon right there? Yeah, it is. So it keeps jumping between all of the locations right now. So this is the place where you can see the most phenomenon events taking place. Careful not to get your suit punctured. That's a first time that that's happened. Cave shard. Haha. Mellorai, Coleus is missing. He vanished from the lakebed cave, the one at the bottom of the dry lakebed at the North Pole, several days ago, and we're unable to find any trace of him. I don't know how much air he had when he disappeared. I beg any friend reading this help us recover Coleus. This rock is very familiar. Did you travel here, my sedimentary friend? Because your unique color and texture appears identical to a rock I met earlier. Wasn't this same rock fragment in the cave we found at the bottom of the dry lake bed? Same rock fragment in the cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole, okay. We plan to re-examine the northern lake bed cave. Maybe our friendly rock will meet us down there. An update. Mellorai went back to the lake bed cave and observed this rock again. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it isn't. That means this rock wanders like the quantum moon does. How curious. You do. It's still here. Oh, I just had an idea. Ow. What did I land on just then? I fell off? There's no cacti here. Okay. Oh shit, the cacti is also quantum. Alright, now if we put the scout on there. Yes. Haha! Oh my god, now I can see this. So this is the lake bed cave. Oh, that's really fucking, that's a great idea. Does that mean I could put the scout on the quantum moon and fuck off and wait to see if it ends up at the Eye of the Universe, or the 6th location, which I assume to be the Eye of the Universe? There you go. That's cool. I like that. I like that that worked. Okay, the cacti also shifts. That's fun to know. Oh, okay, there you go. Okay. Good timing on the whole sand thing. Oh, it's slowly filling up the crevice too. Okay, so I should be able to walk on all of that. Oh god, well, I'm finding out. Okay, I can walk on all of that. That's good. Okay. So maybe we should try and head to Ash Twin at the beginning of a time loop and see what the center looks like before it gets like drowned in sand, maybe? Alright, this is the launch tower with a ship. The ship is currently not here because I believe it might be the ship that's currently stuck on the comet, I think. It's busted too. Oop. Ow. Okay. We down here. The shuttle is currently resting at the comet. Yep, cool. So it's the one that's at the comet. Call the shuttle home and activate the gravity cannon. So let's bring it back. Oh god, and it bounced because it's the way that it was. Okay. Ship log updated. Alright. Comedy ship has landed. We can now go into it and check it out. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, it's timed. I was just about to check out this door next. Whoa, hang on a minute. This is happening so quickly. Were we like only just able to do that? This is filling up so fast. Holy fuck, alright, I'm just trying to observe the other moon. Let's go inside the ship then, while our time is limited. I fear our situation may be dire. Pi, Poke and I landed here on this comet not long after its arrival in this star system. Our shuttle's equipment heard strange energy readings coming from somewhere beneath the surface. Pi and Poke were able to locate a fissure in the ice on the comet's sunward side, and they descended inside to investigate the source of the readings. We have to go in a fissure, okay. But Pi and my sister have been gone for a long time now. They haven't contacted me since descending below the surface either. Should I leave the shuttle to look for them? I want to follow protocol, but I don't know what I'll do if they aren't well. Poke, Pi, come back to me safely, my friends. God, so tragic. Oh, it's the outfit. It's their little spacesuits. Fuck me. Okay, so bringing the shuttle back allowed us to get that information. I guess we could launch ourselves out, but we're not aligned correctly, so we'll just launch ourselves into death. And these are the helmets that they wear. I can't remember which one it is to launch us. I think it's the middle one. Never fucking mind. Alright, I've launched us. Okay, fuck, take me back. The center one. Return me. Oh my, I'm going into the sun, aren't I? Yep. Okay, see you later, everybody. Fuck, just launched myself into the sun. It was a red giant anyway, so fucking hell. I thought I would be able to quickly zap myself back, but it didn't. It didn't return. But we discovered the ship and we were able to free it from the comet to get that update. There is a fissure in the comet itself for us to check out. Ash Twin's gonna be very, very interesting. Ash Twin is going to be very, very interesting. With that one, however, with that death loop, and seeing where we currently are, I am going to bring this episode of Outer Wilds to a close. This was a nice venture into some new uncharted territory while resolving some older things that we needed to get to, and Brittle Hollow. Really, really enjoyed this episode. I'm very curious to check out Ash Twin and discover more secrets. We're learning more about the comet, and we'll hopefully find another quantum tower for us to learn some things as well. So thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Outer Wilds, and I will see you next time.